Let me tell you how I ended up eating Indian food with an Indian family in their home in just 45 days. Let me explain. I had a listing for sale in the Doral in which they saw my for sale sign and they called me and they immediately wanted to go see the property, which they did. We met at the property, they fell in love, but they were very early stages in the home buying process. So much so that they were not pre-approved at the time. So I helped them get pre-approved, which took a little bit longer than anticipated, but we were able to get them an amazing deal on the loan. Once they got pre-approved, they submitted their offer. Unfortunately for them, because of the time that they took to get pre-approved, another buyer came in and took the property and took it off their hands just before they were going to submit their offer. Unfortunately, that happened, but we were able to pivot and find other properties that met the criteria that they were looking to get. And they saw one property that they really liked. It needed a little bit more work, but we were about to submit the offer. And that same day when we were going to submit the offer on that other property, a fourth property came out into the market, which I told them, hey guys, I highly suggest you go and see this property because I see it meets all your criteria and it actually has a cheaper HOA than what you guys want to pay. So they left work, they go and see it, and as soon as they walked in, guys, I saw their eyes lit up. The wife was super impressed by the conditions, the size, the location, and how low the HOA was based on what they were willing to pay. So they were very excited. The asking price of that property at the time was $580,000, and we were able to get it for $560,000 with an additional $2,000 credit during the inspection period to help them repair some minor things after closing. They were super excited. We closed in less than 30 days, and they ended up inviting us and my entire family to their housewarming party, in which they received my daughter with a dress, an Indian culture dress. It was beautiful, actually two dresses. They fed us, they gave us Indian food, which was amazing. First time I ever eat Indian food, not in a restaurant, but in a household, an Indian household. And they told us everything about the tradition, which I thought it was amazing. I'm super grateful for my clients for the opportunity and for their trust in me. And this is how we were able to get a family into a home in just 45 days, which, by the way, they've been living in the US for 10 years renting, and this is their first time buying a property. If you or anyone you know is having a hard time buying their first property, don't hesitate to reach out. I'll be more than happy to help them. My name is Bryan Roach, your real estate agent here in Miami, Florida, and I'll see you next time.